All right, dear students, now we are going to have the introduction to the consolidation. Consolidation is an important topic of your F3 exam or the FFA exam. The first thing you need to understand regarding the consolidation is that what exactly is the consolidation. Now, in plain words, consolidation means to consolidate something, to amalgamate something, to merge something. Now, what we are merging, what we are amalgamating in the consolidation is we are merging and amalgamating two single set of the financial statements into one set of the financial statement known as the consolidated financial statements. And these two single financial statements comprise the financial statements of the P and the S. Now, P is known as the parent company. The parent company is also known as the holding company, and S is known as the subsidiary. So P is the parent company and S is the subsidiary. Now, why we are merging and why we are amalgamating the individual financial statements of the parent and subsidiary, why we are making it as the consolidated financial statements. The reason for that is that the parent company has acquired the more than 50% shares of the subsidiary. So by acquiring more than 50% shares of the subsidiary, they now got the control. Now control simply means that now they have the power to govern the financial and operating policies of the subsidiary. In simple words, by acquiring more than 50% shares of the subsidiary, they have the decision-making power now. Now, the parent company, the P, will be deciding how the subsidiary will be run, how the subsidiary will be governed. So when they are deciding how the subsidiary will be run, how the subsidiary will be governed, that simply means they have the control. Okay, that's fairly simple. That okay, P company has acquired the 50% share, more than 50% share of the subsidiary. Now they got the control. Now they will be deciding how the subsidiary will be run, how the subsidiary will be governed. What is the relationship with the consolidation? Why we are preparing the consolidated financial statements? The reason for that is the single entity concept. The single entity concept. The single entity concept states that because the parent company has acquired more than the 50% shares of the subsidiary, and because they got the control now, in substance, they are a single entity. Now, P decides what P will be doing. P also decides what S will be doing. So, in substance, P has the control. In substance, they are a single entity. And when they are a single entity, their financial statements should be presented as the consolidated financial statements rather than individual financial statements. So remember one thing, that the basis for preparing the consolidated financial statements is the single entity concept. The single entity concept simply means that the parent has the control over the subsidiary. It is the parent who will be deciding how the subsidiary will be run. It is the parent who will be deciding how the subsidiary will be governed. So in substance, they're a single entity. So the financial statement should be clubbed, should be amalgamated, should be merged, and they should be presented as the consolidated financial statements. So in your F3 exam, you have the consolidated statement of financial position, and you have the consolidated statement of profit or loss, and then you have another thing which is known as the associates, which we will be talking about shortly. So preparing the consolidated statement of financial position, preparing the consolidated statement of profit or loss, and accounting for the associates, how the associates are accounted for. Remember that in the exam, you may have the multiple choice questions from it, and also you may have the multiple task questions from it. And you know, when we are talking about the multiple task questions, you will be having a case study, and along with the case study you will be having different requirements A, B, C, D, and even the multiple task question may have the financial statement being given, and the examiner may give you the blanks. Okay, what figure you will be putting over here, what figure you will be putting over here, what you need to remove from here, and things like that. So that means you need to understand each and everything pertaining to the consolidation. So far what we have discussed is that the consolidation is about amalgamating the financial statements of the parent and the subsidiary. Parent has the control over the subsidiary. That becomes the reason to prepare the consolidated financial statements. Parent company has the control over the subsidiary. In substance, they are a single entity. That is why their financial statements should be presented as a whole in the form of the consolidated financial statements. So it depends that if the parent has done more than 50% investment in another company, then that will be known as the subsidiary. The investment should be more than 50%. In terms of percentage, it should be more than 50%. And if the parent has acquired more than 50% shares of another company, then the other company is known as the subsidiary. And the parent will be having the control over it, and now that is a subsidiary which should be consolidated. But if this percentage is between 20 to 50%, then the other company is known as the associate, not subsidiary, associate. And in that case, you do not have the control. The parent company does not have the control. In fact, they have the significant influence. Now, significant influence means they can participate in the financial and operating policies of that entity, but they cannot govern that. They cannot control that. So when they do not have the control, they should do the equity accounting of it, and that associate should not be consolidated. Now, what do we mean by the equity accounting? Equity accounting simply means that one figure will be presented in the consolidated statement of financial position, and the other figure will be recorded in the consolidated statement of profit or loss. So there are two things you need to understand. If it is more than 50%, then subsidiary, and that should be consolidated. If it is 20 to 50%, then it's associate, and there is a significant influence, no control. So that means no consolidation. In fact, equity accounting should be done, which we will be doing in detail when it comes to the consolidation. This is the introduction. So parent and the subsidiary, why we are doing the consolidation, and single entity concept, and then we have the two classification, subsidiary and the associates. So in your exam, you have the consolidated statement of financial position, you have the consolidated statement of profit or loss, and you have the associates.